Today, United States Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, commissioned 180 members of the Aggie Corps of Cadets into military officer positions. Friday's commissioning on the Texas A&M campus included young men and women entering 5 branches of the military, including the United States Space Force. Guest speaker General Milley commended the new graduates on their dedication to service.
And you are not going to have a job. You are joining a profession, and what you're doing is really a calling. It's very much a calling to the colors for serving something much bigger than yourself.
Milley spoke at length of the historic accolades of Aggies in the United States military, reflecting on the legacy to which the new officers might aspire.
Every single day, it's never lost on me who an Aggie is in that Pentagon. Every time I go to a unit anywhere, no matter where you are, you'll always find an Aggie. And you have everything to be proud of in the long tradition of this school.
Graduates joined their proud loved ones outside Kyle Field following the ceremony. Air Force 2nd Lieutenant Jamie Cuoco graduated in the early morning prior to her commissioning and was joined by her family and her fellow Air Force officer spouse.
But this was the best ceremony because it just encapsulated everything that I've experienced. I was just thinking about when I was a freshman, crying in my dorm and thinking about how much I wanted to quit, but everything came together and all the struggles and the sacrifices, everything was worth it at the end.
These young men and women took their oaths of office today, pledging their very lives to protect the American people. They will now go on to represent Texas A&M in their leadership. In College Station, Rebecca Fiedler, KRHD News.
So what exactly is a commission in the U.S. military? Well, these officers have what's known as a presidential commission. That means they can command both officers and enlisted personnel. But commissioned officers must have a college degree, and they differ from non-commissioned officers or NCOs in things like schooling, time commitment, and pay. Texas A&M is one of 6 senior military colleges in the U.S. In fact, there are more than 2,000 cadets each year at Texas A&M. It's a tradition dating back to 1876, with Aggies leaving the Corps to fight abroad since the Spanish-American War in 1898. During World War II, Texas A&M sent more commissioned officers into the armed services than West Point and the Naval Academy combined. Women were allowed to join the Corps in 1974, and 8 alumni have been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. Meanwhile, Aggies had a special guest today, the nation's highest military officer. General Mark Milley is the 20th chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, appointed by President Trump in 2018. Milley also served as the Army's chief of staff and has been praised by members on both sides of the aisle for efforts to modernize the U.S. military.